Hi, Encounter Kids. I am so excited to be back with you guys for another week of, talking, hanging out, having our Bible story on Facebook. And so this week, I wanted to talk to you guys. This is the 14th day of our 21-day challenge to read our Bibles. I hope that it's going really well for you guys, that you're reading either a verse or a chapter, or reading a story every night together as a family and talking about it. So I really hope this challenge is going well for you. If you have fallen and you haven't been reading it every day, just keep trying. Try again, start over. There's always room for you to improve and for us to continue to learn. If you forget one day, you're not out of the count. Just keep going, keep pushing forward. And because really the goal of this is not to have you do it just for a gold star, but it's so that you can learn the word of the Lord and so that you can continue to understand what he's saying to us, the things that he's taught us and all of these stories. And so if you have missed a few days, if you've missed even the whole 14 days, just start again. Read your Bible, practice getting into the habit of reading it and learning things from the Lord and growing in the things that he's teaching you. And so this week, I wanted to talk to you guys about a really cool story, okay? So, many years ago, there was only one language in the world. So, I bet you guys have noticed before when people speak different languages. They may speak Spanish, they may speak English, they may speak Korean, Japanese, Finnish. There's so many different languages within the world. And so, you may be wondering how that all came to be, because it wasn't always like that. Way back in the day, around Noah's time, everybody spoke one language because everybody came from the same person. They came from Adam and Eve. And so they all spoke the same language. It was very cohesive. But something happened. So after Noah had landed the ark and they began to populate the earth with people, more people started growing up. They were spreading out across the land, and people were finding new places to live. They were building things. They had learned how to build, and things were just booming. And so they had moved out, and a group of people decided that they wanted to build a tower as high as it could go. They wanted to build a tower all the way up to the heavens. They said, we're going to build a tower that reaches God. And they were very prideful. They thought that they could do it without the Lord, and they wanted to be on the same level as God. And that's not right, because God is above us all. He is the high one. He is mighty, and he is the most powerful of us all. And we are his children. And so they did not like that. They wanted to be equals. They wanted to have a tower that reached up to him to prove to God that they were equals. And God didn't like that. It was a sin. And so as these people were building the tower, it kept getting higher and higher and higher. And God decided that he needed to put a stop to it. So listen to what he did. This is so crazy. He changed everybody's language. They all started speaking these different languages, so nobody could understand each other. One person maybe have been speaking in Hebrew, telling the directions, and another person only understood Spanish. It was very crazy. Nobody could understand each other, and so eventually they stopped building the tower because they couldn't communicate with each other how to build this tower. And that was all part of God's plan, because it stopped them from building the tower. It stopped them from thinking that they were going to be equal with God. And it also created so many new languages within our world. So all these people spoke different languages. And so people begin to understand different languages and try to figure out ways to communicate. But it was all new, and nobody knew what other people were saying. And so this is the story of Babel, is that people just were trying to get the tower high, and then God changed everybody's languages, and he called it the Tower of Babel because everybody just sounded like they were babbling like babies, because they didn't make sense to each other. And so that is our story of today. I would encourage you guys to go out tonight as a family. Maybe sit outside on the front porch, sit outside in your yard, something like that. Just gather around together and read the story in Genesis 11 about the Tower of Babel, and just talk to each other about why God created all those different languages for them to speak, why they were trying to build a tower up to God, and why it wasn't okay. And so I hope you guys really enjoyed the story. It is a great story, and it's so cool to find out how, all of our different languages were created in this world. And so I really love you guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. And I hope that you can jump back on this 21-day challenge of reading your Bible every day if you've fallen off. And if you've done all 14 days so far, I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud of you if you haven't, just keep trying. And so I really hope that you guys are doing well. And I want to know down below in the comments what you guys have been learning. I'm really excited to hear about all of the things that you guys are finding out in the Bible about the Lord and about how we should talk to him, how we can relate to him, how we should worship him. So I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.